I'm so excited to be filming this video. Today we are talking all about Instagram stories and going really deep into the nitty-gritties of how you can use them, how they've evolved, why do we use stories? All of this I'm going to be covering in this video, so make sure you stay till the end so you can get all of the juicy details today. And I am actually sipping on some juice. Let me go get it. Okay, so this juice we have here today is orange, carrot, apple, mint, and bok choy. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, stories are literally a cheat code, guys. So let's get right into it. So a few years ago, I was actually a funnel designer, which basically meant I handled all the back end system for coaches, and I was able to really learn about copywriting, systems, ad sales, marketing, all of that good stuff. And one framework that I learned while I was writing copy for funnels was the PAS framework, and it stands for Problem, Agitate, Solution. You see, psychologically, people will stay and listen if a hook is geared more towards the pain point than the desired outcome. And so, how do we hook people in? First, we show them the problem, we agitate it, and then we provide the solution. And so, you can use this same framework on stories. Stories are the format that I use when I want to convert, create sales. So for my example, that could be online coaches who are stuck on the content hamster wheel, making 0 to 10K a month and just can't break past. That's the problem. Agitate is you've tried all the things and you're getting so close to quitting. Solution is that a lot of times what sucks is you think you're doing the right things, but you're just not doing them in the right specific way. Just like some of our clients who came to us making 3K inconsistent months and were able to scale up to an 18K month in their first 30 days. They had been going at it for 3 years prior. And until they made this one fix, nothing changed. DM me fix to learn more. See, we're bringing them from a problem, agitate, solution. Now, stories are also an amazing way for you to create relationships, show up vulnerably, share what you're doing, and that can create that likability that people really look for in a coach. And so what I like to do sometimes is share a day in the life, like this is what I'm getting up to today. And sharing that creates connection with your audience, and people want to feel connected to you. So what does the behind the scenes look like as a successful online coach? So if I were to share what my day looks like today, I got up at 5 a.m., spent time with the Lord, and then I went to the gym. I did my cardio, I did my abs, went in the cold plunge, sauna, and then ate some eggs, had a matcha, came home, got ready, just filmed a few ads, making YouTube videos, and then I'm gonna go back to the gym and probably get more steps in and do some more work. And then after that, I do have meetings tonight, some meetings with our elite students who have graduated the program and they want to take it to the next level in their business. And so we consult them instead of coach them. Anyways, that is what a day in my life looks like. And once you start creating this lifestyle that people want and they look at you as an authority, they're going to start to want to be a part of that. And so you can use a CTA here, like I have X amount of spots available, DM me spots to learn more, right? Something like this, which brings them into the DMs. Now, another layer of stories that I want you to start utilizing is the engagement utilizations, like the polls, the quizzes, the little stickers, all of those start to create content that is addictive. And ideally, we want our content to be so addictive that people can't get enough. That is the goal. Like, can you think of right now maybe a podcast you listen to, a preacher you listen to, a show that you watch? What makes it so addictive? I like to ask these questions to myself so then I really understand. If I were to give an example, I would say The Deep End by Taylor Welch. I watch I have watched every single episode of that podcast, and it's so good because they go into topics that I don't really hear anyone else talk about, and they have such a deep, and it's also very like human and relatable because they go deep and then they come back up and they make some fun jokes. I just love it, and I can relate because they talk a lot about business. So, yeah. So, use polls to gather audience feedback. So, number one, you can use these polls to create addictive content. Number two is you can use these engagement tools on your stories. Let's call them that. Is to gather market research. So, for example, I'm creating a mini low ticket course that people can buy, and I was like, which one should I create first? So I got feedback, and everyone started, and the majority of the one that everyone wanted was the DM Disciple course. And I actually just filmed the DM Disciple course yesterday, and it goes deep into how to book calls in the DMs using our 7-figure proven framework. And now what I can do is I can reach out to all those people who responded to that poll and say, hey, the course is now live. If you want to purchase, here you go. If you want to purchase, if you're curious about how to book in more calls, you want to have consistent 3 calls every single day, then go below, join my school community, because that is where they are being shown. Another way to use these engagement tools is the question asking. Question asking encourages direct questions from your audience, and you can address common objections with these. So, for example, if you ask people, like I've done this before, what's the number one thing stopping you from running ads? And they say, well, number one is it's too much money. And I'm like, okay, bet, let me overcome this by showing them my ROAS, my client's ROAS. We put $1,000 in, we get $5,000 out, even more than that. It's like, if you were to literally have, it's like, what do you value more, money or time? And you can start running an ad at just $5 a day and get consistent leads in every single day. So it's literally, I believe, irresponsible to not be running ads. Or maybe they say now's not the right time. And I'm like, okay, cool. When is the right time? Oh, the perfect time never comes. Why? Because we always keep putting goalposts of when it's going to be the perfect time to start, the perfect time to invest, the perfect time to post that piece of content. But it's like, just do it now. You never know what'll happen. It's better for you to try and fail than never know. And if you want an example that you could use right now, I would just say to your audience in the question poll or in the question engagement tool, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to XYZ? When it comes to relationships, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to finance, whatever it may be, right? You can make that question specific and you'll get better answers. Now, the other thing that is black belt level marketing is literally to add close friends, is literally to add the people that you are about to hop into a sales call with, that you've been in the DMs with, and you kind of know already like their application, what they put on their application. You already know a bit about what they're saying in the DMs, and then you can add them to your close friend's story and just start speaking to those specific concerns or objections that they have. So coming into the call, you don't have to like face it head on, and you can just allow them to be nurtured and pre-sold and pre-handle those objections in your content that way. And the reason we use close friends is because it'll slide all the way to their feed and you'll most likely be the first person that they click. So it pretty much guarantees that they watch it. Now, once you have all of these steps implemented, I want you to start creating a daily habit of posting stories. You need to be on there daily. It's just a fact. So how I do this is the night before, I like to create my stories, and then when the morning comes, I'll just post them all at once. That way, everything is done for the day, and my audience will have the time to be able to look at those stories for that day. If you found this video helpful, if you want more in-depth tutorials like this, then subscribe, comment down below what you want to see, what you're struggling with in your business, and I'll make sure to make more videos on it. Give it a like. I love you guys so much. And if you are an online coach, you're sick and tired of staying at the current plateau that you're at, and you know that there's never going to be a perfect time. And yes, investing can hurt sometimes, but it's worth it. And you've seen the results, you've looked at the testimonials, you know that now, it's now or never, then go below, book in a call with our team. We do have limited spots available, so if you do see a time, make sure to grab it while it's there. Show up to that call, credit card in hand, ready to scale. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.